Hey Plonkers, and other friends and family. If you can hear a strange noise, don't be alarmed, there's a heater down there. And if you hear a rumbling on the roof, that's just Pebbles, the cat. I'm home again. Been home for 2 days now. Lot to cover in this health update, so I'll try and whiz through that stuff as much as I can. I haven't written this down or prepared it, so it's going to be largely ad-lib, but basically on Saturday I had an awesome visit from some old friends and had a good time, and then when they left I suddenly started feeling worse and worse and worse and being sick, and over and over and over I couldn't keep down even a glass of water, and I had suddenly spiked a fever. So we had to call A&E, drive in. I was admitted that night, spent 2 nights in the acute care unit because it was the only bed they could find. And then on Monday they found me a bed in Adelaide ward, the cancer ward where I was before. It was in a side room in the hematology bit, which I've never been to before. Had one of those really cool Dyson air fan things with no blades. I was neutropenic. For those that don't know what that means, you will have heard something about how chemotherapy destroys your immune system because it doesn't differentiate between the good stuff in your body and the bad stuff. In trying to kill the bad stuff, aka the tumor or the cancer or whatever, it does also kill the good stuff. So, immune system wrecked, blood content not great, and infections took hold, and I ended up in there for a few days while they basically rebuilt me a bit, on a lot of anti-sickness and a lot of abdominal pain meds. Old friend Buscapin. This time they gave me a syringe drive. Not as exciting as the press it, administer it yourself morphine drip, but definitely useful. It was a 24-hour timed syringe that released anti-sickness and painkiller continuously into my body in small amounts, but it turned out to be enough that it really helped. So also you'll notice missing my PICC line. I've got to have another one put in because that one was one of the sources of infection, it turns out. Remember when I said that I didn't eat in 12 days when I first got my diagnosis because I couldn't? They put me on this nutrient drip. I showed it to you, I think, in the previous vlog. The big thick white thing. And that was feeding nutrients into my body, but it's also high risk for infection and apparently caused one. So that PICC line's gone. We're not going to do it on that side again. When I go back in on the 15th, it's going to be on the left side. And yeah, just good to be home, really. Like, sleeping in my own bed, even if it's for a few days, it's nice. Obviously you can hear a bit of a sore / dry throat. I'm trying today to just sip at things, and that leaves your throat a little dry. Doesn't quite work for hydration. Because yesterday I was sick a couple times. Don't want to do that again. I kind of want to keep something down. Going back in on the 15th, as I said, that's my second cycle of chemo, so that'll be 5 days of the previous chemo treatment, and then if I'm okay at the end of that, I get to come home and then go back in the following Thursday for a bleomycin shot, which is, it's going to sound undignified to describe, but it's literally an injection into my buttock. So you can imagine, bit uncomfortable. But it's better than having to sit in the chairs for a few hours while they do a drip. At the moment, one of the hardest things to deal with is the fact that my body doesn't look like mine. anymore. Look in the mirror, I don't see my body. I see this gaunt, skeletal thing. You know, the clothes are hanging off me. And I get cold a lot easier. I never used to get cold. I was always the warmest one in the house. I'd walk around in a t-shirt and everyone else is bundling up in jumpers and I'm sat there fine. And, you know, I wasn't massive or muscular before, but I wasn't small. I played rugby, I did weights, I did some cardio. I had some substance, and now, like, you can see it on my forearm. It's much smaller. And I noticed it more in this part of my arm here. It's like there's nothing. I'll show you my legs, but, you know, gotta buy me dinner first. No, it's, there's a lot of adjustment. A lot of adjustment. I'm learning that the energy I have doesn't go as far as it did. Yesterday I kind of peaked quite early, so I ended up going to bed at like 9 o'clock. And that's, for someone who used to not sleep until like 3 a.m. because they were busy doing things and still had energy, it's quite a shock to the system. Because suddenly my day is compacted into like a little stretch in the morning and a nap, and then a little stretch in the evening, and then sleep. And getting up and down stairs is like a feat at times because my legs wobble. But the good news is the first cycle, usually, fingers crossed, is the worst one. Because it's the hammer blow. You know, it's what kicks it all off, and there's just no being ready for that at all. There's no way to prepare your body for what it does. But second time round, I know what to expect. I hopefully won't get an infection immediately that I leave the hospital or during my stay at the hospital, because that's when the PICC line got infected. It was already infected before I left and nobody knew about it. So hopefully I won't go through all that again, and then when I come home the next time, I'll actually have the full time at home and be able to recover a bit more and fatten myself up a bit. I've been told I have to eat a lot of protein. And just in general try to keep eating so that I can keep some weight on me. Because right now I'm down to about 89 kilograms. And for someone who at one point weighed 125, that's a hell of a drop. Anyway, this isn't supposed to come off depressing. I'm just updating you guys, telling you what I feel, what I've been through, what I'm probably going to go through, and you've all been so supportive that I feel I owe you that now. One other thing to address, actually. 1 second. These fabulous looking headphones here. I don't know the name of who sent them, but somebody among the Plonkers fans sent me them. They are a pair of refurbished Sennheiser Urbanite XLs in black, and they're incredibly comfortable and have really good sound quality, and I appreciate it immensely. Nobody had to do anything like this, and yet someone did. I literally spent 2 hours yesterday dozing on the couch listening to Enya's Only Time through these, and that was glorious. I haven't felt that relaxed in a long time. So thank you, whoever you are. Thank you so much. I got another update I need to give. This is running on as a long one. It's about 10 minutes. You know, I spoke briefly about when I'm through this, I want to do some stuff for charity. Well, there's 3 things specifically. I want to do a Macmillan Game Changers 24-hour stream. As soon as I'm actually up to it. I'm not an idiot. I'm not going to overtax myself and get sick. I want to do one for Cancer Research UK. And I want to then do, because, you know, I'm not that great at much else, but a 24-hour game stream to raise money for the Royal Berkshire Cancer Unit, because the nurses and the staff there are amazing, and they're all underappreciated and overworked, and the whole place is a little bit underfunded. So if I can raise even a little bit to kick into that, then I will. I hope that most of you will join us for that late in 2017, I'm imagining. It might even be wintertime 2017, which would probably be a good idea for when to do a 24-hour marathon, when you want to stay in and stay warm. For all 3 of those, we will be doing things like the Jackbox games that are interactive, or, you know, a session of Party Hard where you guys can vote on what happens. Maybe Choice Chamber, that sort of thing. We're going to try and make it as interactive as possible. Maybe even do some Super Fight online, the new game version that came out. And we might even, depending on how many of us there are here, just try and rig up a camera somewhere and play some Cards Against Humanity for you. Because it's always a laugh. I've got some friends who are definitely in for it, and I don't think you've met some of them. You're in for a treat. Last thing, since this is still a gaming channel, I do have some videos in the works. We did record a bunch of Thursday videos, the Plonkers plays. So it's me and Kim and Alex. There's some shenanigans in Halo. There's the end of the Battlefield 1 beta videos. Finally, I know, it's a bit late. The game's been out for a while. And as far as I know, Alex might be recording some stuff of his own when he gets some time. And I know Kim's recorded a bunch, just hasn't had a chance to edit it yet. So there's more coming, and I'll try and maybe do something like short solo games or something, and I might even try and set up a stream either before or after I come back from my second cycle. That'll be GMT though. I can't stay up late and do the American time zone thing anymore. So I'm guaranteed small audiences because I think most of our fans are American. Alright. Well, that's everything from the Andy sphere, and keeping my chin up. You know, I'm bruised, but I'm not broken. I'll see you next time, folks. And again, thank you so much for your support. It means a lot every time. Take care. And when I'm all clear, whenever that is, I'm going to organise to do a 24-hour charity stream for either Macmillan or for Cancer Research UK. Normally we do it for special effect, and we'll probably still do that next year, but I feel it's probably important to...
Reloading.
Are they coming from the side? They are. Oh crap.
Come on, we need to reload faster, boys. Boy. Man.
Oh damn, I died. Damn it!